I had a goody idea. Being as Ivanka Trump is here and being as she's involved in real estate and she thinks she converted to Judaism with Chabad, I'm going to show her how Jews who will not sell their souls, who want to live like real Jews, who are not connected to political parties, live. So let's take a tour of our humble abode in the government housing project Amidal. We have an indoor garden, as you can see. The bucket is still there to catch the drops from the rain. Here we are. The master bathroom. Does it look like an isolation cell? I'm not changing the light. I'm just letting you see how dark it really is in this apartment. Here's our shower room. See how spacious, see how nice. And here we have our porch. And there's another garden. We like to have plants all over the house. Here's our kitchen. I did as much as I could with the kitchen to try to make it as much fun as possible, and I painted it orange. I was actually very happy that I had the money to be able to afford the paint. Oh, and here you see that the tiles on the floor are different. We had a pipe break. Yes, and the apartment was suddenly flooded with filthy water. The water heater leaks too, and we turn it on. We get a nice little puddle here on the on our porch, which helps the flowers to grow, like those. Yes. Here's some more different, this is, you know, from also pipe breaking. Here we changed the tiles from the pipe breaking and flooding the house. And this is like hard cement, which was exposed when the pipes broke. And I painted it purple and, you know, put little stickers on it. And again, I was very grateful that I was able to pay for the stickers. These are very, very nice old tiles on the floor for those who enjoy antiques. This is my computer room. It's part of the living room, which I've sectioned off with the bookshelves. That's my husband there. Hello, say hi. Hi. Yes, we do have a window. It rattles terribly in this storm, but we do have windows, which is more than a lot of Jews in our economic situation have. That's it. That's the apartment. It's 71 square meters, feet, what is it? Meters? 71 square meters. Let's go out and I will show you what the building looks like. Okay? I invited Ivanka to come see herself. I don't know if she would, and you know, her heels might break when she comes in. You know, there's cement down there because the roof broke. You'll see it. But let's take a tour and we'll see what the real Jews in Israel look like. And at this point, you might be wondering where the billions of tax dollars that you're paying to every year to Israel is going. Here we are in the hall. Today is a good day. We don't have any cat shit on the floor, and the elevator is working. It's always a surprise, you know, to come home and you've got like your wagon full of groceries to know whether or not you'll have an elevator or whether or not you'll be schlepping them up by hand. Oh, and there's our mirror, which you can see is broken. This is strictly for the hoi polloi, strictly. Look how nice. Isn't this a lovely place to live? This isn't exactly what you would think that the Jews would be getting in the Jewish state. Ah, and we have food. Oh, here's some cat shit, and I thought that I might miss it. Here's some food. The neighbors are nice enough to leave it for, you know, something for the rats to come and eat. I think that's a storage room. I think so. I think it might be. Isn't this a lovely institution? Oh, here we are. Isn't this just charming? Oh, I think that those metal bars and, you know, it's such a nice touch. No, I won't take pictures of you. Now this is nice. One of the neighbors made a little game area for the children. Oh, here's a nice man who works in the building. Shalom. Shalom. אני רוצה להראות לאנשים. הנה, אתה מטאטא את הבטון.
אבל אני ציטטתי, שיהיה לטירה.
תודה, תודה, תהיה ברוך. They seem to have swept away the cement that broke. I want you to see. There's one spot on the ceiling where the cement fell off. It hasn't been fixed yet. Here's another. And yet another. Isn't this a lovely building? This is where the Jews, oh, here's a nice place where one can break their ankle. Isn't it lovely how the Jews live in the only Jewish democracy in Israel? Thank God for the birds and the flowers. That's all I can tell you. Here it is. The institution that we call home. This is what we're dealing with, folks. This is what the real Israel looks like for the real Jews who won't make compromises. The only way that one can live decently here is to be politically connected, financially connected, and what can I tell you? Go along with all of the moral compromises that involves. There's one more point I want to make about the food and the garbage that's strewn around. The cat shit. You might think that these people just have no class and, you know, all of the things that people think about the poor. Oh, there's a little more cat shit over there. Did someone throw up? That happens quite often too. These people have been systematically made. It does smell like vomit. Have been systematically made to feel worthless from the time they're in school. they're taught that they're garbage in a million different ways, especially the Sephardim. But the poor Ashkenazim get the brainwash treatment. You are nothing, you are garbage. You'll never amount to anything too. Now, surprisingly, there have been people who've come out of this environment and somehow did manage to make it. They always do so by integrating into the system, of course. But this is the way the Jews in Israel are made to feel about themselves. I'm being very careful not to photograph the people in the building. During the heavy rain seasons, those drains get stuffed up and this gets flooded too. I'm going back into the elevator now. I just want to also mention, because I guess you've gotten the idea by now that I'm pretty poor. To punish me, the judge who found me guilty of insulting a social worker who was said to be sadistic by people who were children in her care has asked me to pay 10,000 shekels to the court and 10,000 shekels to the social worker. It's being appealed, but she doesn't think that I'm poor enough, right? Somebody who's earning, I don't know what, 40,000, 50,000 shekels a month is going to ask somebody to pay 20,000 shekels when they live in an Amidar apartment and she's seen our income. They call that justice here in the state that presumes to call itself Israel. That's my name, Dotan. We live here. Okay, we gave them a grand tour.